Well, good afternoon, everybody. Today I want to explain why placating, also known as appeasement, does not work, and why history shows that giving in to aggressive demands, often makes situations far worse and never better. Placating is the idea that if you give an aggressor what they want, they will be satisfied and stop causing conflict. On the surface, this sounds reasonable. People want peace. They want to avoid war, tension, and confrontation. But the problem is that placating sends the wrong message. Instead of stopping aggression, it often encourages more of it. Aggressors don't see concessions as kindness. They see them as weakness. Example number one, Nazi Germany and the Munich Agreement. One of the most famous examples of veiled appeasement is Europe's response to Adolf Hitler before World War II. In 1930, Hitler began expanding Germany's territory. He violated the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilt the military, and demanded control of the Sudetenland, a region of Czechoslovakia. Britain and France were desperate to avoid another war. So in 1938 they signed the Munich Agreement. They gave Hitler the Sudetenland without Czechoslovakia even being present at the negotiation. The goal was to keep peace. British Prime Minister British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain returned home claiming he had achieved peace in our time. Yeah, okay. But it didn't work. Instead of stopping, Hitler saw this as proof that Britain and France would not stop him. Less than a year later, Germany invaded the rest of Czechoslovakia and then Poland, triggering World War II. Appeasement did not prevent war, it delayed it, it made it far more destructive. This example shows that placating an aggressor often strengthens their confidence and increases their demands. Example 2, school bullying. Placating doesn't just fail on a global scale, it fails on a personal one too. Imagine a student is bullied at school. Not have to imagine, I was. The bully demands lunch money or homework answers. That's not mine, they were just physically being aggressive that way. If the victim gives in to avoid conflict, the bullying usually doesn't stop, and it never did. In fact, it only got worse until I stood up to him. The bully comes back again, knowing the victim won't resist. Why? Because the bully has learned that intimidation works. The same pattern happens in international politics, business, and personal relationships. When bad behavior is rewarded, it continues, straight up. I mean, when you get rewarded, you continue to do the same thing. It's like a mouse pushing a button for a pellet of food. Placating teaches aggressors that they can get what they want without consequences. Why placating fails? Placating fails for three main reasons. First, it encourages further aggression. When someone gets what they want through treats, they learn to use threats again, which is how a lot of retrained dogs, you treat them. Second, it determines trust, or undermines trust and fairness. In the Munich Agreement, Czechoslovakia lost territory without any say. Placating one aggressor often harms innocent parties. Not often, almost always does. Third, it delays necessary action. Instead of addressing the problem early, appeasement allows it to grow until the cost of stopping it is much, much higher. In conclusion, placating does not work because it makes the desire for peace for a strategy that actually achieves peace. History and everyday experience both show that giving in to aggression leads to more demands, more conflict, and greater harm in the long run. As your next president, I will make true peace through strength, clear boundaries, and accountability, not rewarding bad behavior. Thank you. And remember, Scott 2028.